Good morning, everybody. Today I am going through some of my inks and getting rid of the ones that don't work or are just dry and I don't have the refillables to refill them. Because I've got some that are from the Mentos to the Brilliancy, the Powder Puffs, and some of these have been setting for so long that I don't know if they're any good anymore. So I thought I would do a video because I got to doing this and I'm looking at, as you're testing them, the patterns that they make on your paper. And I thought, why waste what I'm doing whenever I can make some background pages and use them for later. So I thought, okay, this would be perfect for a video. So as you see, here's these. Well, and then I started doing them like this. And I thought, now that's pretty cool. What if I do them like this? So I started doing them like this. And I went to, as you hear, thicker paper. And I thought, now look at here. Isn't that pretty cool? So I thought, well, why not? So what I've got is cardstock, and I have a clear sheet underneath so that it doesn't bleed to the next sheet or get onto the next sheet. So what I'm going to do is make some pages for cards, for tags that I can decorate or even add, my mind's going blank, junk journal pages. Because once I get the colored page, I can add anything to that background. I'm starting to dibble into that a little bit. So that's what we're going to be playing with today. If you're not interested, you can move on to the next thing. If you like the idea, grab your inks and join in. I mean, it's just, you can do them any way. There's no set pattern on how you have to do it. See, this is a good ink pad. So, that'll be one we're keeping. And I'm not pushing very hard, but see how this right here tells me this ink pad is no good. We'll pull that off and see what happens. Because that was what was snagging. Okay, well, there's that. But it just gives you a bunch of different backgrounds that you wouldn't have used any other way. I just can't see wasting the ink if I can make some kind of a background out of it. So there's that one. Let's see. We'll flip it this way. Let's see. We've got these. And I love this. This design that it makes. So we know that one's good. Let's grab a different one. Let's try it. So there's a different background. I mean, once you, like I said, once you put your tags or whatever on it, and you don't have to just tap it, you can lightly rub it just like this as well. Over here. Oops. I didn't switch papers. Look what I did. I did that on transfer paper. The good thing about that is you grab a baby wipe. I was wondering why I left fingerprints down here. You just see the colors that you transfer from that to that. And I'm going to keep that because that's, I'll just add more to it on top. No biggie. Lay it down. We'll start over. Just remember, the wetter they are, the more ink you're going to get. See, that's like these. These are kind of dry. But they're not enough to dispose of just yet. So I can keep them and use them for just this purpose here. It's just another way of mixed media. Let's see. Some blue. And there's another one. Okay, so there's that. But I'm going to go back to doing it in different directions because the up and down, you kind of have to make like a scene for it. The other way, you don't have to. You can use it as a sky background. Any of that. one more color. And I think we're going to go back to doing it catty-cornered. I'm going to try this color. Yeah, let's do that. This is a yellow. The bottom colors are a little harder to see. Let me turn my... There we go. Well, they're still a little hard to see. This is a yellow and a green. Okay. Let's do it the way we were doing it before. Let's start with this purple here in the corner. Leave it like that. Drop down with like a, this is a lilac. See, that one's really wet. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Shh. I know that one is. We tried it a while ago. Let's go with this one. Some of these have got some good seals on them. And I think that's what keeps them so moist. See, there's another one with the top coming off. Whether it'll be, see, now it just kind of lightly gives me some color. So there's that one. Let's see, let's try this color. See what it does. Like I said, I'm trying to do it light-handed so you get a different effect, but the more ink in it, it has a tendency to draw it and hold it. And your paper will do that too. See, that's a little on the dry side, but it still works. And that just gives me a bunch of backgrounds to make whatever I want to make out of them. Okay, let's see. Let's try some of these ones that are dried up. We've had some good results with some of these. Okay. Let's try. Alright, and then this color here. So for the most part of these, most of these are still pretty good. So, like I said, part of them I will literally just keep for what I'm doing with them. Okay, let's see. Do it like that. Then come back in. Let's see. Have to be anything special, just make patterns, make designs. You can come back and stamp birds and stars or, anything on them. And I'm going to do a couple, and I'm going to do some alcohol inks the same way. That way I've got different background patterns. Okie dokie. Let's see. That one just turned into... Once you put something on it, use a background. Me, I'm liking not so much these, but more these, these here. And I'm going to be doing a Tim Holtz, steampunk journal here pretty quick. This looks too much like a steampunk. Just yet. Let's try this one. But I hope everybody's enjoying this. It's just like I said, checking my dyes, or checking my inks, and seeing where they stand, and trying not to waste any paper while I'm doing it, but coming up with new projects to use. Like I said, I started those ones with regular paper, and I'm like, no, I'm wasting this. I could be doing it this way and do a video. And I can turn these into steampunk pages. Excuse me. My stomach has been doing these weird things in the last couple of days. So, there's one like that. And as I'm making things with them, I will come back and do a video and show you that part of it. And I guess, we could just blot. Ooh, well, that one's juicy. That one will take a little bit to dry up. Oops, see. Part of them are good and wet. Some of them are not so much. So. Sorry about that. I keep picking up the same ones and I'm trying to use different. Come on, stay down. See, that one I may need to bring over here and play with it because it's not got as much ink in it. is good and juicy. And this is what I've been saying. I've been going through everything in my room. Inks, dyes, paper, scissors, you name it. I've gone through it. I've put my hands on it and moved it. And I know where everything's at. Everything is marked where it's at. Everything is labeled, and I did that for a reason, you know, because I want to know where my products are whenever I go to get it. Now we're back down to just I don't know how I will use these. It just really depends. So, but if you like my video, hit the like and subscribe. I will be having different ones come along, like this, where I'm going through things, organizing them, putting them by color, the whole, yeah. So, and testing things. I haven't done my markers yet, so I have yet to do that. So I will probably come back and have doodle pages. I don't know. Because if the markers are not any good, why keep them? If your ink pens are not working, why keep them? That's what I'm learning right now. I've got my spray bottles that I got to go through. I've tested all my... the biggest majority of my paints I know are good because a lot of them were bought last year for Christmas. So I don't have to worry about that. And if I do find a bottle, I'll just get rid of it. So, other than, that kind of stuff, I'm pretty much down to just putting everything where it needs to be finding a home for it, and making sure everything is nice and organized, where I know where it's at, where I can find it. So, if you like my video, hit the like and subscribe. Help me keep crafting. Help me keep growing. And I hope everyone has a happy and blessed day.